and we look to the sky, to a lone star, shining brighter than all the rest, guiding us to the birth of a child Christians believe to be the Son of God. Miraculously now, here among us on earth, bringing hope, love, and peace and joy to the world. Yes, it's a story that's 2,000 years old, but it's still very much alive today. Just look into the eyes of a child on Christmas morning, or listen to the laughter of a family together this holiday season after years of being apart. Just feel the hope rising in your chest as you sing, "Hark the Herald Angels Sing," even though you've sung the countless times before. Yes, even after 2,000 years, Christmas still has the power to lift us up, to bring us together, to change lives, to change the world. The Christmas story is at the heart of the Christian faith. But the messages of hope, love, peace, and joy, they're also universal. It speaks to all of us, whether we're Christian, Jewish, Hindu, Muslim, Buddhist, or any other faith, or no faith at all. It speaks to all of us as human beings who are here on this earth, to care for one another, to look out for one another, to love one another. The message of Christmas is always important, but it's especially important through tough times, like the ones we've been through the past few years. The pandemic has taken so much from us. We've lost so much time with one another. We've lost so many people we loved. Over 1 million lives lost in America alone. That's 1 million empty chairs, breaking hearts and homes all across the country. Our politics has gotten so angry, so mean, so partisan. And too often we see each other as enemies, not as neighbors, as Democrats or Republicans, not as fellow Americans. We become too divided. But as tough as these times have been, if we look a little closer, we see bright spots all across the country. The strength, the determination, the resilience that's long defined America. We're surely making progress. Things are getting better. COVID no longer controls our lives. Our kids are back in school. People are back to work. In fact, more people are working than ever before. Americans are building again, innovating again, dreaming again. So my hope this Christmas season is that we take a few moments of quiet reflection, find that stillness in the heart of Christmas. It's at the heart of Christmas. And really look at each other. Not as Democrats or Republicans, not as members of Team Red or Team Blue, but as who we really are, fellow Americans, fellow human beings worthy of being treated with dignity and respect.
Merry Christmas to all of you. So will stimulus checks be sent out before the end of this year? I know that many of you are still wondering what the new status is of a fourth stimulus check. Lawmakers have confirmed that many Americans are receiving an additional holiday gift this month from the government in the form of a stimulus payment. So my friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video to hear about the complete details. Because it is Christmas, I will be announcing several winners today for the Walmart gift card giveaway. If you would like to enter these giveaways, all you have to do, friends, is click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and comment on, the likelier your chances of winning these giveaways. President Biden has just signed a short-term bill to keep our government open, while the $1.7 trillion Congress passed government funding package is ready for his signature. The short-term continuing resolution that Congress sent to President Biden's desk kicks the funding deadline from now to December 30th. It is intended to avoid a government shutdown, while the more than 4,000-page funding bill is going through what is called the enrollment process. The Senate, when it passed the funding bill on Thursday, approved a measure by unanimous consent to move the deadline to fund the government one more week. The House of Representatives approved the measure on Friday. President Biden is expected to sign the funding bill once it's brought to his desk, which will likely happen in the next few days. The bill funds the government for the remainder of fiscal 2023 and will cap off a year of several bipartisan legislative accomplishments for the president. But adding to the urgency for Congress is the approaching winter storm that has begun to snarl holiday travel. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said, "I urge my colleagues not to stand in the way of moving this process forward. Nobody wants a shutdown. Nobody benefits from a shutdown. And so I hope nobody here will delay this process to fund government as soon as possible." Now, friends, almost half of the states have sent stimulus checks in 2022. While these state payments generally are not as big as stimulus checks that are paid by the federal government last year, they can still be an important source of additional support for millions of families who are dealing with higher inflation and other economic hardships. There are many states where payments are continuing this week and into next year. For example, residents in the state of Colorado who filed a 2021 Colorado income tax return are eligible for cashback payments in 2022 of $750 for single filers or $1,500 for joint filers. So if you received an extension to file your 2021 Colorado return and filed by the October 17, 2022 deadline, your payment will be issued by January 31st, 2023. Most residents of the state of Maine have already received their $850 crisis relief payment. However, since payments are being sent out on a rolling basis as Maine income tax returns are received, the state is continuing to send these payments throughout the end of this month to eligible residents who have waited to file their return. But there is also another issue. Millions of Americans are still waiting for their tax refunds from the IRS. However, the money may be accruing interest, and interest rates are poised to jump in January. According to officials, the Internal Revenue Service generally pays interest on refunds that are delayed by more than 45 days after the filing deadline. Interest rates are adjusted every quarter depending on the federal short-term rate. The current interest rate is 6%, but it's slated to increase to 7% on January 1st. By comparison, 1 year ago, the interest rate stood at 3%. As of mid-November, the IRS had to process about 3.7 million individual tax returns that were received this year, including 1.7 million returns requiring error correction or other special handling, and an additional 2 million that are paper returns still waiting to be reviewed and processed. But still, there is a downside, which is that the interest rate paid by the IRS is taxable. Although more than 90% of taxpayers submitted their returns electronically last year at the request of the IRS, some 17 million people still sent paper filings, exacerbating the pileup of returns. And as a result, some taxpayers who submitted paper-filed returns have had to wait an unusually long time to receive their refunds, with wait times routinely exceeding 6 months. The IRS has laid out a goal to reach healthy levels of inventory by the end of this year. Taxpayers typically receive a refund if they had too much money withheld and overpaid their taxes the previous year. For many families, the money can be very substantial. Well, my amazing and wonderful friends, I wish you all a very special holiday season and Merry Christmas. This is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Christmas morning. Thank you so much, friends, for joining me here. The winner of yesterday's Walmart gift card giveaway is Carlisle Reynolds. Congratulations, my friend. To claim your gift card, do check your notifications page and send me a message. And also, you can message me on my Facebook page. Friends, I will be announcing several winners in a video later today. So please make sure that you do stay tuned for that video and enter as many keywords in the comment section below of any video of mine that you watch. Remember, the more videos that you watch and leave a comment on, the greater your chances of winning these daily giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and blessed Christmas day.